Hey everyone, today I just wanted to share with you a little bit about distractions as I was doing some reading and thinking about all the times that we get distracted, whether it be from our cell phone dinging or people are interrupting us at work or whatever it is. Distractions are everywhere. And when we think of the life of Christ, he also had to deal with distractions, and yet he continued to be in the presence of God and continued to do and say everything that the Lord wanted him to say. And so how did he do that? And just thinking back to when he first even before when he was 12 years old, and his parents went into Jerusalem for the festival and they stayed, and then they left, and they did not know that Jesus stayed behind and to just talk to the leaders in the temple and all of that. And when they came back, they're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" And I thought that was so interesting in light of Psalm 27:4. By the way, that story is told in Luke chapter 2, the first part. Actually, I think it's towards the middle or the end of Luke chapter 2. But anyway, in light of Psalm 27:4, where it says, King David is saying, "One thing I ask, this is what I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord forever and gaze upon his beauty and to seek his face." And just that continual desire to be in the presence of the Lord and without distractions. And another person that I remember reading about was Brother Lawrence, and some of you may or may not know. He was a monk, and he was trying to live this life of that constant, outside of just the prayers. When he was doing his work, even in the kitchen, there's a story of him peeling potatoes, and he was doing it in the presence of the Lord. And so how do we just fight against these distractions in order to continually be mindful that we are in the presence of God at all times, 24/7, believers and unbelievers? I mean, God sees us, and but as believers, we get the opportunity to truly abide in Christ and to be free of those distractions. And so just want to encourage you today. One, I think it starts with just acknowledging that we don't practice the presence of God as much as we should, and thus we are distracted by every little thing that comes along. And two, asking the Lord to help us in our distractions. What can we do to, Lord, just asking him, help me in these areas. And so just want to encourage you in that today, to be distraction free. One, to acknowledge it. Two, to ask God for it. And then three, just to walk in it in his strength and not your own. Y'all have a great day.